Hi, welcome to Bifocal Naturalist. Our guest today is Hector de Souza from Auckland, New Zealand. I first connected with Hector a couple of years ago when I wrote my book, Millets for Children. He contributed a traditional Mangalorean recipe. Later, he asked me to talk a few words on his Konkani channel broadcast by Auckland City. This channel is for the Goan and the Mangalorean community. Hector is very fond of growing watermelons. Watermelon seeds are sown in spring and harvested in summer. Hector does exactly that, and with great patience, perseverance and hard work, he harvests beautiful watermelons to enthusiastically share with the young and not so young, to educate, inform and enthuse them. So, children and adults bond over good food, watermelons and horticulture. A couple of years ago, I had unexpected guests for lunch, and there was very little in the kitchen. Practically no vegetables at all. But there on the kitchen counter sat a beautiful ripe watermelon. I quickly cut it and made watermelon juice. And with the pith, the white pith, I made a tangy, spicy, lentil-based dish called sambar. And with the green rind, a sweet chutney. And for a side dish, I roasted watermelon seeds and added some spices. The watermelon saved my day. It was really my savior. So let us see what Hector does with his watermelons. Thank you, and once again, welcome to Bifocal Naturalist.
Every March we have a watermelon party, and this year we celebrated our 7th watermelon party. It's here in Auckland, New Zealand, which sits on the 36th parallel south of the equator. The actual preparation starts 6 months in advance in October, when I prepare the garden beds, chiefly by adding a lot of organic matter into the soil to make it a nice free draining crumb structure with a lot of nutrients. Then after that, in November, December, I plant the watermelon seedlings and look after them and nurture them, inspecting them every now and again for signs of any diseases or pests, and also to protect the plant from adverse climatic conditions. I plant about 6 seedlings because typically you get about 2 watermelons per plant. I have to ensure that I get at least 1 good sized watermelon for the party in March. From my experience over the years, I've noticed that the watermelon, which is the best and the ripest and the tastiest, is the one which is harvested 60 days from the date of pollination of the female flower. Often there are not many bees around, so I have to become the bee. So the female flower is fertile only for a few hours on a particular day. When I knew that this flower was going to open out, I used to leave office and come home, and with my wife's makeup brush I used to go there and take out a male flower, kind of dust out the pollen onto the female flower. When a little watermelon after about 2 days just pop, you can definitely know that it has been successfully pollinated. So 60 days after that is the date for harvesting the watermelon. The children and the young adults prepare a lot of flyers and decorations, and on the day itself everybody gathers, and then the children wait for the time when they are let loose into the gardening beds, and then they choose the biggest watermelon and they enjoy holding it and carrying it to the table where the cutting ceremony is going to take and music plays up. There's pin drop silence except for the music. And as the music reaches a crescendo, the knife cuts through the watermelon, revealing it in all its splendor. Actually, there's a lot of suspense which goes into it, and I guess I try to create a bit of a song and dance around it just to add that theatrical atmosphere. And I myself can't look at it, but I wait for that sound. Wow, ooh, and oh, and all that. And it's so good to see, and then everybody gets a slice. And as they bite their teeth into it, they say, oh my gosh, this is the most delicious watermelon. I just wait to hear that, and it's a big joy to hear that. Everybody's happy and joyful, and the kids, with all that sugar rush energy, they run around and play games and all. Then we wait. We have a little bit of food which is prepared by my wife. There are quizzes on a horticultural theme, and then someone gives a talk on an environmental subject, and people share their own home gardening experiences. It's an event which has become much looked forward to, and I guess there's not much else that can beat a juicy, red, delicious watermelon on a hot summer's day.